Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and feeling heavier, not tired, not sick, heavier. You swing your legs out of bed, stand up, and suddenly collapse back onto the floor. Your phone feels like a brick. Walking upstairs feels like climbing a mountain. Birds are falling from the sky. Airplanes can't take off. And across the globe, scientists are staring at their screens in horror. Because overnight, something impossible has happened. Earth has doubled in size, not over millions of years, not gradually, instantly. At first, that might sound amazing. A bigger planet means more land, more resources, and more room for humanity. But hidden beneath that exciting idea is a terrifying reality. Because the moment Earth grows larger, a force you rarely think about suddenly becomes your greatest enemy: gravity. And within hours, it could begin rewriting life on Earth. So what would really happen if Earth suddenly became twice its size? Would humanity thrive? Or would this become the most catastrophic day in history? Let's find out. The very first thing you'd notice isn't the size of Earth, it's your weight. Most people confuse weight with mass. Your mass stays the same, but your weight depends on gravity. If Earth doubled in radius while keeping the same average density, its mass would increase dramatically. Gravity at the surface would become about twice as strong as it is today. That means a 70-kilogram person would suddenly feel like they weighed around 140 kilograms. Imagine carrying another version of yourself everywhere. Every second, every step. Athletes would struggle to run. Many elderly people might not be able to stand. Even healthy adults would find basic movement exhausting. Now think about animals. Elephants, horses, and giraffes evolved for today's gravity. Many large animals would suddenly face enormous stress on their bones and organs. Some species might not survive the change. But here's the scary part. Humans aren't even the first thing gravity would attack, because our buildings were never designed for a heavier world. And what happens next could transform entire cities into disaster zones. Look around you. Every bridge, every skyscraper, every power line, every road, all of it was engineered for Earth's current gravity. Double gravity means double the force, pulling everything downward. Some structures might survive, others wouldn't. Older buildings could crack, bridges could experience dangerous stress, tower cranes might collapse. Infrastructure around the world would face unprecedented pressure. Meanwhile, transportation enters chaos. Cars consume far more fuel. Trains struggle with heavier loads. Cargo ships sit lower in the water. And airplanes? Many would never leave the runway. Modern aircraft are carefully designed around Earth's gravity. Double it, and lift becomes much harder to generate. Global travel could grind to a halt almost overnight. Suddenly, continents become more isolated. Supply chains break. Food deliveries slow. Economies panic. And while humanity struggles to adapt, something even more dramatic is happening above our heads. The sky itself is beginning to change. But why would a bigger Earth affect the atmosphere? The answer is more surprising than you think. Earth's atmosphere is held in place by gravity. Increased gravity, and more air gets pulled closer to the surface. The atmosphere becomes denser. The sky might look slightly different. Weather patterns could become more intense. Storm systems could behave in ways we've never seen before. But there's another consequence. Sound travels differently through denser air. Aircraft performance changes. Climate systems shift. And mountain climbing becomes even stranger. Imagine standing on Mount Everest. Today, climbers struggle because the air is thin. On a larger Earth, with stronger gravity, conditions could become dramatically different. But perhaps the most shocking effect is what happens to space travel. Because Earth's size doesn't just affect life on the ground, it changes humanity's relationship with the universe itself. And this is where our story takes a dramatic turn. Right now, humanity can launch rockets into space. It's difficult, it's expensive, but it's possible. A larger Earth changes everything. To escape gravity, rockets need to reach escape velocity. With a much larger and more massive Earth, escape velocity increases dramatically. Launching into orbit becomes far harder. Far more fuel is required. Far more powerful rockets are needed. Many current spacecraft designs would become obsolete overnight. Satellites would be harder to deploy. Space exploration would slow. Moon missions become rare. Mars missions might become nearly impossible with existing technology. For the first time in decades, humanity could find itself trapped. Not because space is farther away, but because Earth is holding on tighter. Imagine looking up at the stars and realizing they are suddenly much harder to reach. Would humanity still dream of becoming an interplanetary species, or would our future become confined to one giant world? And that's not even the strangest possibility, because a bigger Earth might also mean more room for something incredible. Let's assume humanity survives. Years pass. Generations adapt. Evolution begins to work with the new gravity. Future humans might look different. Shorter, stronger, more compact. Architecture evolves. Transportation changes. Entire cities are redesigned. Meanwhile, Earth's larger size means more surface area, potentially more land. more oceans, more natural resources. Entire new regions could exist where there was once only sea. Human civilization might eventually recover and even thrive, but it wouldn't be the same civilization. The people would be different. The animals would be different. Technology would be different. And our relationship with the cosmos would be different. Because every step, every jump, every flight, every rocket launch would remind us of one thing. We are living on a much larger world. A world that constantly pulls us downward. A world where gravity rules everything. And that's what makes this scenario so fascinating. At first glance, a bigger Earth sounds like an upgrade. More space, more resources, more opportunities. But hidden behind those advantages are challenges that could reshape every aspect of life. So here's the question. If Earth suddenly doubled in size tomorrow, what do you think would be humanity's biggest challenge? Would it be gravity, food production, transportation, or losing our ability to easily explore space? Let me know your answer in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring mind-bending what-if scenarios, subscribe now because the next question is even more unbelievable. What if Earth stopped rotating for just 1 minute?